Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to the Diaspora Panel. This is the Diaspora Panel, the voice of the diaspora. We are here again to talk about Nigerian politics and international politics. And I have with me, as always, I have Mr. Ademola Adisa, who is based in the United Kingdom. Mr. Adisa, you are welcome to today's meeting.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I also have Mr. Olaitan Adedigba. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Adedigba. I have Mr. Olaitan Adedigba, who is based in the United States of America. Mr. Adedigba, you are welcome to today's meeting.
It's my pleasure being here this afternoon.
I have also, the last but not the least, Mr. Ola Lawal, who is based in Canada. Mr. Lawal, you are welcome also to today's meeting.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank all our subscribers. We have a few subscribers in the last 1 week. I welcome you into the Diaspora Panel family, and I hope that you tell all your friends so that they too can subscribe. What it means then is that when we do our next video, you'll be one of the first people to know about it. Today is about 5 days away from the presidential election, which means on Saturday, next Saturday, the 25th of February, Nigerians will go to the polls to elect the new president. There have been a lot of polls. You know, some polls have put Peter Obi ahead, some have put Atiku Abubakar ahead, some have put Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu ahead. So we are here today, you know, to lend our voice to these polls. We want to kind of make Nigerians aware of what is likely to happen in 5 days' time. Who is likely to be elected in 5 days' time? So we are going to go from geopolitical zones to geopolitical zones. So we're going to start from the Northwest zone, where we have most of the voters in the Northwest. The Northwest, as I think, consists of about 7 different states. The states in the Northwest are, if I'm not mistaken, we have Sokoto State, Kano State, Kaduna State, Yobe State, Kebbi State, Zamfara State, and Katsina states. So I'm going to start with you, Demola, because, I mean, you are the first in the studio. So when you look at this zone particularly, in general, who do you think have a pathway to win in these states? And then we just take one at a time. But generally, in the Northwest, who and who do you think you know, have the upper hand in that zone?
To me, within the 7 states that are in the Northwest,
yeah,
I believe Tinubu APC has an edge in at least 5 of the states.
5 of the states.
And there is a serious contention with 1 or 2 of the which I believe can be shared either between Kwankwaso and Atiku Abubakar.
Okay.
But the 7, I believe 5 of it is already in the hand of the APC and Tinubu.
Okay, so let me ask you. I need you to Sokoto State, for example. Who do you think have an upper hand in Sokoto State?
That is one of the 2 that I believe is dangling between PDP and APC. I believe it's likely to go to Atiku.
Right. So you think it's likely. Okay. So Lighton, I need you to do the same. In the Northwest, generally, who do you think the Northwest will be voting for? Hello? Can you unmute, please? Lighton.
In the Northwest,
yeah,
the influence of the governors,
yeah,
the representative, the senators,
yeah,
right, will make a landslide remarks, right? And I believe with the way the governor they comported themselves, they rally around Asiwaju Tinubu without any doubt. I believe it's only except Sokoto that I fear the PDP is only fault. Tambuwa, where Tambuwa is the governor. Right, the rest, and don't be rest assured that Tambuwa cannot change to APC later on. So I strongly believe, I'm confident, in Tinubu that it will win the Northwest.
Right.
That is my position.
Okay. Shukpo, what is your general belief about the Northwest? Who do you think is going to win the Northwest?
Yeah, so two main states in the Northwest. We have Sokoto State, which currently has a PDP governor. We also have Kebbi State, which has an APC governor. I think Atiku Bagudu. I think it's going to be a tough part of the country, particularly for the APC. Let's remember that Tambuwal, Aminu Tambuwal, who's the governor of Sokoto State, actually paved the way for Atiku Abubakar to emerge as the leading presidential candidate for PDP. So I don't think he's going to, I don't think he gave up that for his own ambitions for nothing, to only see an opposition win. So my thinking is that there's likely going to be a very, very good showing for PDP from Sokoto State. For Kebbi, I think it likely might be kind of a half-half. But I think overall for that region, I see probably Atiku making a bigger headway. However, my thinking is that the difference in terms of the votes is not going to be that significant between Atiku and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay, so in the Northwest, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we see the Northwest: Sokoto, Kano, Kaduna, Yobe, Kebbi, Zamfara, and Katsina State. So we start from Sokoto. I believe that Sokoto will be split between Atiku Abubakar and Jagaban. Is there anyone else? Do you think something else will happen? Do we think that will be?
No doubt.
Sorry?
No doubt. No doubt. It's between two of them.
So we believe this will be split between the two.
So I think I find it hard to think Tinubu will have a very good showing in Sokoto. I mean, Sokoto is a very, very strong PDP domain. And Tambuwal, is not going to sit by and let APC take over his domain. That's my strong belief. I mean, is Tinubu going to have a good showing? I think he will, but I don't think it will be really very split. I think, but nevertheless, also, I don't think the difference is going to be, that huge.
Okay, so so that's 2 against 1. So we believe. Okay, so let's just that's 2. So that's for Sokoto State. For Kano State, what do you think?
Deji, because there's a consensus there that Sokoto is actually going to go for Atiku. I don't think Tinubu will win Sokoto.
But will he have about 25%?
You have the 25%.
Will have 25% in Sokoto? 5%
of it. Yeah, because it will be very tight.
Right.
It will be very between Atiku and Tinubu. Right. So then he has 25% there.
Okay. So he's not going to win, but at least we'll have 25% in Sokoto. Okay.
Yeah. But I think though, so if we need to probably look at the Northwest a bit closely. Sokoto is a strong PDP domain, but Northwest region also includes Kaduna. It includes Kano and Katsina.
By state, we are coming to the red state.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll come to that. So, but we just want to right now just talk about what's it called, the Northwest states. So right now we believe that Asiwaju will have. What about Obi? Will he have any Is it likely that he will have something in there in that Sokoto state?
Obi might not have 25%.
I don't think it.
Mm-hmm.
It 5% there.
It will make an impact too because of the population of Igbos there.
Okay.
In that region.
Let's talk about Kano State.
It's less than 5%, to be honest.
What's likely to happen in Kano State?
Kano State, I believe the influence of the incumbent governor. We announce the success of APC there.
Right.
Right. And the people there, at least APC will coast home to victory in Kano State. I'm quite sure of that.
In Kano, okay.
In Kano.
What do you think?
Yeah, this Kano State is the second state that I think is Nikki Daly between. It's not so clear, and why is it? It's a three-horse race in Kano State.
Okay.
It's between Tinubu, Atiku, and Kwankwaso.
Okay.
To me, Kwankwaso have an edge above the rest. But because of Atiku, I think I will have given it to Kwankwaso straight away, because Kwankwaso, that is his main domain, more influence, and but because Atiku is nipping away from the PDP vote that will have come to him. So, but Tinubu, because of Dabute, the current governor, and is even the right-hand man and the most strongest supporter in the north for Tinubu, he will try as much as possible to deliver Kano for Tinubu, but it's a very dicey area. So okay. I won't give it to Kwankwaso as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, we are not actually considering Kwankwaso. So we believe that this Kano State will at least Tinubu and Atiku will have at least 25% each. Is that reasonable?
Yes.
Is that reasonable enough? Shukwa, what's your take on this?
I think Kwankwaso may not be I don't think he's a strong candidate, quite honestly, in this election. However, in the north, I think in the northwest, I think he's a spoiler for the PDP. I think he's going to take votes away from Atiku. And I think by so doing, if you look particularly at maybe a state like Kano, which is the second largest in terms of the total number of votes, I think second to Lagos, almost 6 million. I think APC, Kano is an APC state, as well as Kaduna. And I think those two are likely going to show very, very well for Asiwaju. I think Kwankwaso will likely split a lot of PDP votes that may have gone for Atiku. Now, those states, also have a huge number of youths, which if they come out well and the trends follow what we've seen on social media, Obi is likely also to garner some votes, in that region. Not probably from Sokoto, but more from Kano, Kaduna.
Okay, I don't share that opinion. I don't think Obi, even if Obi has votes, I don't think Obi will have more than maybe 5% or 10%. I don't think Obi is going to show very well anywhere in the Northwest. So that's my own personal opinion.
Can I ask why? Why?
Yeah, because traditionally, these are states that don't vote for Labour. Whatever is going on social media now is new. You could be right, but we have not experienced it. Until we experience it, I can't say categorically that it's going to happen. So until we experience it, what we know is that the traditional party that win election in Kano State, in terms of the whole of the Northwest, is either APC or PDP. So on base of that, I don't suppose your analogy, but it could happen. You could be right, but on paper, it's not something that I think will happen. So, so do we be okay? So we believe that okay. So that's 2 states each. What about Kaduna State? Demola, Kaduna State.
Okay, but let's conclude Kano. I don't think Atiku will win Kano.
Atiku will win. What we just want to know is with the showing, we they have at least 25%.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we want to do.
Kaduna,
so, Kaduna, yeah.
Kaduna definitely is
that's where Erufai is from. So I'm sure Atiwaju will have at least 25%. Do anybody have anything against that? Atiwaju will have 25% at least in Kaduna. No, okay.
Yeah.
Lighter.
Yes.
Do you think Atiwaju will have 25% in Kaduna State?
Oh, of course. Ashibaju will have more than 25% in Kaduna State and Kano.
So what about Atiku?
Atiku too might have 25% in the 2 states.
It will do well. He will do well there. Okay, so Shokpo, what do you think will happen in Kaduna State?
I don't think Atiku is going to do very well in Kaduna, quite honestly. Right. Kaduna is not a typical PDP domain, and I think even the northern part of the state and the south are actually quite different, both in their ethnic makeup and where we've kind of seen people gravitate. Remember that southern Kaduna has actually faced a lot of issues with security and with banditry and all that. They are quite honestly not a very good. They're not favorites of the current governor. Northern Kaduna is a bit different. I think it's a strong, APC domain. I don't see, quite honestly. I think actually even Kwankwaso might probably do better than Atiku, in the northern part of Kaduna. South will likely, from my own indications and from what I've seen on social media, is actually a strong Labour area. As a matter of fact, the national spokesperson for the Obidate campaign is from that region. So there is a lot of canvassing. I think Labour will do well in the southern part of Kaduna, but I don't think PDP will do very well in Kaduna, actually.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, well, it's 3 against 1. So we believe that at least Atiku may have 25% in Kaduna State, which is in. And I'm missing something here. This northern state, Yobe is not west. There's one state left. What's the name of the state left? Oh, the Jigawa State. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm missing that. Jigawa. Sorry, it's a long time I've been out of Nigeria. So okay. So Kebbi State. Jumala, what's your opinion on Kebbi?
Kebbi is strongly in APC state.
Okay.
The governor is APC, and they have a strong.
Okay,
Lighton, what's your opinion about Kebbi?
Yeah, Kebbi State,
and that is
APC will do marvelous well in Kebbi State.
Okay. Right? What about PDP
and OB2? OB2 will make an impact because of the population of Igbos there. All right, that the fact that the youth there, they are not going to vote for. they are not going to vote for Igbo. That is what I know, right? That the fact that somebody is an Igbo, no, he just really ruled himself out. So I believe APC will make an impact in Kebbi State.
Okay, what about PDP?
Followed by PDP.
So PDP is likely to have a good chance. Shukwa, what's your opinion about Kebbi?
Well, Kebbi State is currently an APC state. And if you look at the makeup of the state, it's actually very ethnically diverse. I think APC will have a good showing. I don't know what the makeup is for the state in terms of the youth population. I think the whole state is just, in terms of voting number of registered voters, is just about 1 million. So it's not really that much. But if the if the young people again come out, I think that's the part of the region where you actually see more Christians, for example, who may be leaning again towards Labour. So the strong APC, I think Asiwaju likely would win, but I think Peter Obi will probably do a bit well there as well.
Okay, you think Peter Obi will up to 25%?
No.
I believe he well, again, it depends on how strong the youths come out, because this is what has been very different. I think the reason I'm really hammering on this, if you look at the percentage of registered voters in Nigeria currently, about 40% of the 93 million are young people. That's from 18 to 34. 40%. So and a lot of them are leaning towards the Obidati movement. So the only thing with young people is they may not be reliable. They may not be willing to wait at the polling station to cast their votes. So some of them may not even show up on that day. If they do, I think even in a state like Kebbi, that's really very ethnically diverse, and you have more Christians within the population, I think Labour Party would do well. Can they win? I don't think so. I think APC has a very, very strong ground operation in Kebbi. That's traditionally voted APC, but I think Labour would do very well.
Okay, I don't think Labour will win 25% in Kebbi. That's my own honest opinion. I don't think so. So in all of me, in any, please can we, if you're not talking, please can we mute? So if in any of these not Western states, I doubt. I think possibly Obi might do very well. We just don't know. We just don't know whether all these guys on the social network media, maybe they will turn up. It has never happened before. So we don't have any empirical, information about that. So I would just treat this Zamfara, Katsina, and Jigawa together as a not, in these 3 states, who do we think is most likely, to win at least 25%? Obi or Atiku or Jagaban? Demola?
In Zamfara, it's certainly the APC.
In Zamfara state?
Yes.
Okay.
And in Katsina, that is a little bit dicey because I don't see APC may win, but Atiku will have 25% because I don't see much support coming from the president himself. So, and this is a very clear area because of this response.
So will Atiku have 25% in Zamfara, Katsina, and Jigawa?
It may likely have 25%.
In those states, okay. Lighton, what do you think? Hello? Please unmute yourself, Lighton.
With the fillers, from the northern, from Zamfara, Katsina, Jigawa, I think Atiku, don't be surprised if Atiku wins Katsina. Okay. Because when Mr. President went to when Atiku went to the Katsina, right, the way they met, it was the Emir of Daura and Emir of Katsina, they were rooting for Atiku.
Right.
So we go, I mean, wherever their leaders said they should go is where they are going. So don't be surprised. But in Zamfara, Jigawa, I know Tinubu will have more than 25%. If that Katsina is said, Tinubu will have more than 25%. But Atiku might win in Katsina. That is my take.
Right. Shupo, what's your take? Hello, please unmute. Please unmute.
Yeah, I think APC will do very, very well across those states, except in Jigawa. Yes, so Jigawa again is one of the states in the Northwest where you have a greater concentration of Northern Christians. There has been a lot of fallout between those communities actually and the APC infrastructure, largely for two reasons. One is,
hold on, let me ask you a question. Are you saying people are going to vote on religious lines in the Northwest? Is that what's going to happen?
I think there is going to be a part of the voting is going to be done on religious lines. I think the Muslim ticket issue is a big issue actually in Jigawa because Babachir Lawal is from that state and is one of the very, very vocal opponents of the Tinubu Shetima ticket, largely based on that. Now, people may argue that he doesn't have a ground infrastructure and he may not be able to turn that frustration and all that into an actual movement. But I know a lot of people that have canvassed in the North for Labour have actually been from Jigawa.
Okay.
I think that Jigawa still will be a challenge for APC, if I can put it that way.
I agree with Supo with regarding to religion will play a factor. And this is it will play a factor throughout the regions, religion and ethnic tribal sentiment. It will play a high factor in this election, and this is why the issue of the religion, especially the Christian in the North, have really make it even more difficult for the Northerners, for the Muslims in the North, to even vote for the Christians. Because they have overflogged that issue about Christians, the Christian issue, which has also made the Muslim, which has energized the Muslim in the North. And they are looking on that. So it's really backfire against Christian candidates in the North. If the Christian will vote, but they are so much a minority that the Muslim population that will have voted for them will also vote for Muslims.
Right, okay. Okay, so Northwest essentially will be split up between the APC and the PDP. So we have 7-7, one on the part of APC and 7 also for Atiku. For Peter Obi, it's most likely that it too could take 1/3 of these votes. But the thing is that on paper, that has never happened before. So we just want to restrict ourselves on paper now. Let's go to Southwest states. That is where we have, and that's the second most populous region, where we have about 6 states. The states are Oyo, Osun, Ekiti. So let me start with you, Demola. Oyo, what's going to happen in Oyo State?
Oyo is landslide going to Tinubu, despite the fact that the governor is even a PDP governor. But the PDP governor doesn't even vote for. It even doesn't have the support. Atiku doesn't even have the support of the governor. I don't think Atiku will even have 25% in Oyo State. It's not possible.
Okay. Lighton, what's your take?
I'm happy in that Oyo State that PDP, they have collapsed their structure with the APC to present only one candidate, Asiwaju. So it's certain there is no gainsaying indeed. Asiwaju will lead. I mean, we coast home to victory in Oyo State.
Okay. Shupo. Please unmute, Shupo.
Yes, so I think in the Southwest, and if we start with Oyo, what would you say if you're the presidential candidate of the PDP? You are campaigning in Oyo State, and a PDP governor who is in Oyo State didn't even deem it fit to show up at the campaign ground. That's pretty much what happened. And I think we can all infer from that that there isn't much support for Atiku, in Oyo, even though it has a PDP governor. I think, quite honestly, that Asiwaju is going to do very well. Over the weekend, I actually saw videos, of people campaigning, saying for, at the state gubernatorial candidate, vote PDP, at the national level, vote another party. People are saying that openly. So I don't think Atiku is going to get a third, quite honestly. Oyo.
Is it reasonable to assume that Atiku will at least have 25% in Oyo State?
I don't believe so.
He can't have 25% in Oyo State.
Yeah.
Okay. So
there are several new things that is happening actually in this election, and one of them is that this is the first time in Nigeria where it seems the electorate are actually voting different candidates or different parties at different levels. So some of the videos I watched, they were clearly saying at the state level, vote PDP. National, don't.
You're right. Okay. So so we think that Oyo State is only for Tinubu. Right. What about Ogun State? Ogun State. Demola?
Ogun State is solely for Tinubu.
Okay.
There's no 25%. Let me tell you straight away. For the whole of the Southwest, there are two main factors that goes there. You can see the pattern of vote, either antecedent or the current situation or whatever. Yoruba people vote for their home en masse, irrespective of party level. So for the West, all the 6 states in the West, we go to Tinubu, and I don't see anybody having 25%.
Right.
I disagree with that.
I beg to disagree.
So if you look at
okay. Let's take one at a time. So we are now in Ogun State. No, Lighter.
Yeah.
Who will have at least 25% in Ogun State?
In Ogun State, Tinubu will coast home to victory. In Osun State.
No. We'll take one at a time. Ogun State? Tinubu. What about PDP? Will they have anything in Ogun State?
PDP might not have any impact. Labour Party will have more impact than PDP in Ogun State.
Why?
Yeah, because they route more for Labour Party than PDP.
So do you then think that Labour will have at least 25% of votes in Ogun State?
Labour cannot have 25%, but the Labour will still be ahead of PDP in Ogun State.
Okay. Shupo, what's your opinion about Ogun State?
So I think we are underestimating the votes of the young people.
The Labour Party.
Okay, and the reason I'm bringing this up is I'm looking at the data, and I will give you the data. Of the registered voters in the country, and Ogun and Southwest actually has a huge block of the student population. There are 37 million youths aged 18 to 34, of which 26 million are students. Yeah. And that block, I'm very, very sure, again, if they turn up and they vote on election day en masse, they're not going to vote for any of the two traditional parties. For
really?
Young people are not thinking Yoruba or my own. No, they are thinking about their future. They are thinking about how the country has been so mismanaged. And the people that they are blaming are the two leading parties, because PDP had been in power for about 16 years, didn't achieve much before the APC came. That is really what is happening. This election is not about, this is my own. People are looking out for themselves. And I will say there are lots of people, even in the middle-aged, from, for example, the 35 to 49, that also make up about 35% of the voting bloc, that are silent obedience. They're not telling anybody who they are voting for. They are not making any that about it, but they are fed up with the status quo. That is the problem with this election. People are not looking at it that this is my person. What are they going to benefit? We've had 16 years of it. So I think, in Ogun State, that's a traditional APC state, I think Asiwaju is going to do well. I think he's going to win. But I don't think it's going to be a landslide. I think the youth are going to give Labour Party a good showing. I think if there's any other party that will have more than a quarter of the votes, it will be Labour.
Okay, I don't agree that Labour will have 25%. I agree that Labour will do very well. They might get up to 20% if they are very lucky, but to get 25% in Ogun State, it's possible, but we just have not seen that before. So
who are their voters? Who are the voters?
If I can come in, look, why I projected that this thing will go for APC. We have a pattern. Look, when you are talking about youth, in Nigeria as if the people know the youth in Nigeria. It's a pure lie. The youth are energized, yes, but they are also for their party.
Because of time, Demola, I would just I would just say that even though I agree a lot with what Lawal is saying, but let me bring him to a realization that we did an election in Osun. Where was Labour Party? There was one in Ekiti State. Obi was then the presidential candidate. Where was Labour? So I think that until we actually see this pattern show up in this election, we can't really say that it's going to have impact. So let's go to Osun State.
Okay, so just very quickly, very quickly, just a minute. So I agree with you. I disagree on several notions. One, the southwestern part of the country, in my mind, is probably the most liberal.
Yes.
We don't always, sometimes, even to their detriment, we don't probably or mostly look at, race or whatever. We are, very accommodating, and all of that. And the reason why Labour Party candidates didn't show very well is because that is a state election. Again, a lot of the videos I've seen are people saying at the state level, vote, either APC or vote PDP. But at the national level, they are not going to vote for any of the two candidates because they have had long-standing issues with the two parties that have governed and have done practically nothing for the country.
Okay, so problem with Nigeria election is that people don't vote that way, at least from what I know in the last maybe few years. But I do agree, I respect your opinion. Let's go to Osun State, gentlemen. I just want you to tell me which parties we win so that we can go quickly. On Osun State, Demola, which party do you think we win or we have at least 25%? Osun State.
Look, I will have said that one, obviously Tinubu will win.
Okay.
I would expect that maybe the article will have 25% in Osun State, but I don't believe it's possible. In this election, the people of Osun State know that if it's a governorship or councillor or honorable, whatever, they may have a split decision.
What about Obi?
Then see. Obi is nowhere in Osun State, please.
Okay. Let's move quickly. Lighton. Unmute, please.
Yeah, Obi will make an impact more than PDP, more than Atiku in Osun State. But Tinubu we have a landslide victory in Osun State, in the sense that some people, they were saying why they voted out. Why the governor Oyetola lost. They said it's Oyetola they don't want, but in presidential election they will vote for Tinubu. They want Tinubu to become the president. Okay. So they don't want. Yeah. So Obi is not on ground. Atiku too is not on ground in Osun State. So forget about them. But
I believe Atiku will win 25% in Osun State. I don't think
in Osun State.
Yeah, I believe so, because of people in Ede who are supporting Ademola Adeleke. There are a lot of them out there, a very big voting bloc. So
notwithstand, so those guys, they are the same people.
And Osogbo.
I think it's reasonable to accept that Atiku will win at least 25% in Osun State.
I might have 25%, no doubt.
I think it's reasonable.
Okay.
So, what's your take?
Osun, I think we'll go to Asiwaju. I think APC has a very, very strong infrastructure. I mean, so does the PDP. I don't think PDP will do, very well in Osun State. I think largely.
Do you think PDP will have 25% in Osun?
I think they may get up to that. I think they may.
Right. Okay. Let's go to Ondo State. I'm going to start with you, Shupo. In Ondo State, what do you think will happen in Ondo?
Ondo State is quite interesting. I think if you look at, I don't know who the governor is right now, but
Ondo State, that's the Akeredolu.
I think Akeredolu is Ekiti.
No.
Oh, is Ondo? Okay, so yeah, I wasn't sure. So that will go APC. I think APC will do very, very, very well.
Okay. Lighton. Unmute, please. Unmute. Please unmute. Okay.
Yeah, in Ondo State, APC will win. We have a landslide victory.
What about PDP? Will they have any, maybe?
They might have 25%, but not that they can win any. They can't spring any surprise.
Okay. Lighton, Demola. Who are you?
APC will win, and PDP may have 20%. I don't believe they will have
25. Not 25. No.
20, no.
I mean, too. I don't think they will have 25% in. I don't think so. So, what about Ekiti State? Ekiti.
Do you want me to?
Yeah. Let's start from you, Demola. Ekiti State.
Yeah, Ekiti State. Yeah, it's APC State. APC will win actually. This is where I think PDP may be close to 25%, but it's only 23 or something. I don't think they will be up to 25.
I don't think PDP will have 25% because most of the leaders there, like Fayose, they are all against, Atiku Abubakar. So I'm not sure. But Lighton, what do you think?
It's like Oyo State, where they collapse their structure. So everybody, they will have a block vote for APC in Ekiti State. Right. So I doubt if PDP will have 20% there, right? Okay. But the influence of the youth might make an impact on the part of Labour Party, right?
In Ekiti State, Abi?
In Ekiti State, Labour Party might have 25% in Ekiti, in Oyo, in Ekiti, in Osun. Labour Party might have 25%.
We already passed Osun. So, okay, Ekiti. Okay. Shukwa, what's your take on Ekiti?
Ekiti is an APC state. I think it's a traditional, Asiwaju voting profile. I think APC would do very well. I think across all of the southwestern states, I think Asiwaju would do well. I think for me, the issue is how good the margin is going to be.
Okay, in Ekiti, what do you think? Do you think PDP or Labour Party will have any up to 25% either of these parties?
I think one opposing party will have 25%.
Which of them?
It's a bit difficult to say, but I don't have the breakdown by states for the young voters, but I think a lot of voters from Ekiti are probably more middle-aged. So likely, maybe might favor PDP.
You think PDP will have 25% in Ekiti?
I think they will have a showing. I think the last election that they had was, for the gubernatorial election was actually a bit close. It wasn't, the margin wasn't that wide.
It was very wide because it was shared by 3 different parties. There was SDP, and there was APC, and the PDP came last. So I think PDP doesn't have. I don't think they have.
So this is my thinking. SDP did very well in the state. I don't think voters will vote SDP at the national level.
Yeah.
So that voting block is going to go somewhere, and I don't see them going to PDP.
See, it's going to Tinubu. That is where, look.
Tinubu actually has some legs and hands in SDP.
So that is where the common cause come in. The common cause of the Yoruba race is that they want their son. That is where the sentiment will come in. It's not, when I make projection, it's not because I like to know what the reality on the ground and what their historical antecedent is that there is no way they are going to give it to, especially with presidency. That is what it goes on. Look at Falaye. Look at it goes like that.
And I understand what history has been. I think if there's anything that I have taken from this election is that it's not like the previous ones. People are not voting in this election based on tribe. As a matter of fact, what a lot of people are saying is that they vote. Okay, can I make my point?
Demola, hold on.
Okay.
What I see consistently people saying, and not only in the South and also in the North, is that for years they have voted tribe. They've voted based on tribal sentiments. And what has that got to do done for them? Absolutely nothing. You see, the sentiment now is that insecurity does not see tribe. Insecurity does not see religion. As Muslims are being killed, so also are Christians being killed. What people are looking for is good governance. And that is why it may seem to be on social media only that people are gravitating towards Labour Party. There's a reason for that. It is because traditionally, the way they voted, either based on religious or tribal lines, has not worked. And this time around, people want to try something different.
Okay, Shupo. For lack of time, let's go to the next. The next state is Lagos State. Personally, I see this being split up between APC, PDP, and Labour Party. So I think it's most reasonable to say that APC will win at least 60%. I think the PDP will win about, say, 30%. And I think Labour will likely win about 10% there. That is my opinion. So let me go over. Let me start with Shuko. I can see shaking. Okay, Shuko, yeah.
Okay. So most of the videos that I watched over the weekend actually came from Lagos State.
Okay.
And the PDP party officials were actually captured on camera telling their voters at the gubernatorial level, vote PDP, and at the national level, vote Labour.
PDP.
Yes. That's a lot of the videos I watched this morning were videos captured of PDP party officials telling their voters they understand the dynamics of what is happening at the gubernatorial elections, at the gubernatorial level, vote PDP, let's change Lagos, but at the national level, vote Labour. Right. I think the two parties that are going to do very well in Lagos State APC is going to win Lagos. I will give that to APC. Again, I think the margin is not going to be that huge. There's going to be a lot of showing, I think, for Labour. I think PDP is going to come a distant third.
Okay. Lighton.
Yeah, Lagos State, no doubt. APC going to win Lagos State. Followed by Labour Party.
Okay.
Right, because of the population of Igbo.
Do you think Labour will have 25%?
Labour will have 25% in Lagos State.
Okay.
With the population of the Igbos. With the population of the Igbos. And some disenchanted people in APC who wants to cross over. So Labour Party might have more than 25%.
Okay.
Atiku, no, nothing for them. Nothing for Atiku in Lagos State.
Demola, do you believe it as well?
Now, if there is any state in the southwest that that Labour will, it's Lagos. But I don't believe they have 25%. This is why PDP, even though they are not that strong this time around in Lagos, They still keep all this idea that they will vote for Obi, the PDP will vote for Obi is just propaganda. Pure propaganda is deceiving. It's not possible. What will happen is that because there will be a good vote from the people from the eastern regions that are dwell in Lagos, which they are a good population, but it will not make up to 25%. And it may be close to 25% that APC will do everything in Lagos to make sure that Obi doesn't have 25%. They will rally around and they will make sure that they have supporters and people in Lagos vote en masse for Tinubu for Obi not to have 25% in Lagos.
Okay. I agree with Shupo and Olaitan. I think we may likely have 25%. I really believe so. First of all, with the strength of Igbos in Lagos, there's a lot of Igbo population in Lagos. And then the NSAS movement is primarily based in Lagos. And these are people, even though most of these Nollywood, all these writers, they're all for Obi. So I believe that it is the PDP that will suffer. APC actually will win, but maybe about 60%. I think Obi will have about 25%. Maybe PDP will have about 10 or 15%. But that's my own take. Okay, so let's go to the middle belt. We start from Kwara. Demola, who is Kwara for? How many who is going to have 25% in Kwara?
Yeah. The North Central.
North Central, yeah, Kwara, yeah.
Yeah. The North Central, it certainly will be APC.
Okay.
APC will win North Central, Kwara. But with Saraki still around, I think PDP may have their 25% there.
In Kwara State.
In Kwara.
Okay. Lighton.
Yes, I subscribe to what Demola just said. The Kwara State, APC will coast home to victory. Landslide, no doubt about it. But they will have a good fight from PDP. Okay. And Labour Party, nothing for him in Kwara.
So we agree that APC will have Kwara, and PDP also will make a good shade. Okay, what about Kogi State?
So before we go to Kogi,
sorry,
I think the influence of the former Senate president in Kwara has actually waned significantly. I don't think the PDP is going to do that well in Kwara.
Right.
Yeah, I very much doubt it.
You don't think they will have 25% of the votes?
I don't think they will have 25%.
In Kwara?
I don't. Saraki's influence in Kwara has waned significantly.
Right, okay.
I think probably Asiwaju may pick up actually a lot more of that voting bloc.
Okay. Do you guys, Demola and Lighton, do you share that opinion?
Yeah, Asiwaju will coast home to victory in Kwara State. PDP, they are no more on ground in Kwara. I saw from the video clip I saw, where some guys they are testing to the governor remarkable achievement in Kwara State. Yes, they said since they created they created Kwara, there was no road in this place. PDP, that he said is leaving PDP for APC now. One of the staunch member of PDP from afar. Yes.
Okay. Demola, what do you think?
Let me tell you, the 2019 Otoge really destroyed the legacy of the Sarakis. And even when they are coming back now, people are saying, they are still saying, the people are still, that revolution is still going on. People doesn't want the Saraki dynasty to research at all anymore. Yeah. So there's no way they will have 25%, but they cannot win Kwara.
Yeah. Okay. I actually doubt that they will get up to 25%.
They might not have 25%. PDP might not have 25%
in Kwara State.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they will have 25%.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, in that
Not
instance,
very much.
okay, in that instance, we'll leave it. I don't think that if you guys said you don't think so, then it means they can't. So let's go to Kogi State. So we just believe that Kwara is for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we don't say anything for Labour Party.
No, not for Labour. Labour Party is not.
What about Kogi State?
No, Kogi. With Kogi is purely APC. And
I know the last elections was always 50-50, PDP and APC.
Yeah, so don't forget that is Dino Melaye's state.
Yeah.
And I will be very honest, even though Yaya Bello is an APC governor, he hasn't done very well for his people, in my opinion.
Because I remember the last time when they had the election, Yaya Bello used helicopter gunshots to scare people.
There are, as a matter of fact, there are still, allegations pending from that election that, he did some things that, but, he emerged as the winner. But I think that Kogi State will be a battleground. And if
so let's just assume that this will be 50-50 between APC and PDP.
No. I beg to disagree. APC will win. APC will win landslide. Don't forget, did you know Melaye you mentioned? Lawa. Did you know Melaye lost his election? He lost to APC. So who is Dino Melaye in just an outburst of a frustrated element in Kwara State, in Kogi State. So who is Dino Melaye? Dino Melaye is nobody in the affairs of Kogi State.
Demala, what's your opinion?
Let me tell you.
The governor and the civil servant will determine those guys that will win in Kogi State.
Thank you, that is the first one I want to tell you. When Stupo is talking about
Dino Melaye. Who is Dino? Paper Tiger.
Abubakar Atiku, because of whatever you want to get from him. But let's talk reality. For Kogi, Yaya Bello is solidly in control of that state. Not only because he's governor, but because even in the responsibility was even given by the party as the representative of the youth, he will deliver Kogi, and PDP will not have 25% in Kogi State.
Okay. How about Benue State?
Benue State is for Labour Party.
Benue will go strong Labour.
Benue, okay.
Yeah,
Samuel Otom just actually endorsed Peter Obi.
Okay, so do you think the APC will have any showing there? No?
Yeah, APC we have showing. They will have 25% there.
I doubt it. Benue traditionally used to be a strong PDP, at least I would say until Atiku emerged as the presidential candidate of the PDP. I would say Benue used to be a staunch PDP domain. I think the fallout from Atiku being the presidential candidate has really rocked that state so much that he's not leaving the PDP, and he's actually gone to court to ensure that the party doesn't throw him out. But so at the state level, PDP may still win, but at the national level, I think Labour is going to do very, very, very well.
Yeah, I think that in Benue State there are a lot of APC big wigs, like two of their former governors are actually in APC.
Even Autumn was in APC before.
Yeah.
Before it comes to PDP.
So I think it's most likely APC might actually have 25% in Benue State. What do you guys think?
Let me come in because obviously because of Autumn and also because of the Muslim ticket, the party is going to have Obi will have a hedge in Benue State.
Okay.
And that is one of the things that we work seriously against PDP. because PDP may not have 25% in Benue State. APC, we have 25%.
I think basically because Atiku, because of the herdsmen, nobody in Benue will vote for Atiku because, unfortunately, because it's Fulani, which is unfortunate.
Yes.
Which is unfortunate, and because his utterances in not supporting the Benue people at the right time. So I think that will mostly work against Atiku, which is very unfortunate. But I see this Benue State a tussle between Labour, and I think Labour will win big. Because of the Christian population, Labour will win big there. That's why he has that big bottom. But I think also APC might likely have 25% because of the big weeks in the state. So do we agree with that?
Yes.
Yes. APC we have 5%, but it's Labour Party we have the lead.
Yeah, okay. So it's between Labour and then APC. So APC will have at least 25% and Labour will have the large chunk. What about Nasarawa State? That's a purely APC state, as far as I know.
APC state.
APC state, Nasarawa.
Yeah, APC state, yes.
Okay. Do we think PDP or Labour will have any, any hand in the votes?
Maybe 20%.
Okay. What about Plateau State? Another APC state?
Plateau State. It's Labour.
Plateau.
Yeah.
How do you say? Why do you say that?
One is it's one of the higher depopulated Christian states.
Right.
It's presently a PDP.
It's an APC state currently.
Plato, yes, it's APC state, but the Christian issue, the Muslim issue, and because of the population of the Christian there, but Labour may have an
Remember that the governor of Plateau State is actually the Director General of Ashwaju's campaign organization.
Yeah, Lalong.
Yeah.
Lalong.
Yeah, Solomon Lalong.
Lalong.
But
actually, I
Labour, we have 35% there.
Labour.
I agree with Mr. Ademola. I think actually Labour will do very, very well.
In Plateau State.
In Plateau State, yes.
Okay, so between Labour then and APC, do we see PDP in any of them, in any action?
No.
So those states are very tough states for Atiku, primarily because I would say Nasarawa, Benue, Plateau have had a lot of problems with herdsmen.
Okay. Let's go to Niger State. Niger State. That's an APC state. The current governor is APC. What do you guys think about Niger State?
Yeah, that is purely. I think APC will have a landslide there.
Okay.
APC state.
APC state.
Okay.
I don't think Labour will have a showing there. I doubt it. But I'm not sure about 25% for Atiku. It will be close if he doesn't have it.
Okay, so you think it's between Atiku, PDP, and APC?
Yes.
Okay, Atiku and APC. I think it may have 50%.
Okay.
If very close.
Okay. Shukor, what's your opinion?
I think Niger State is a strong APC. It's an APC stronghold. I think they'll do very well. I think PDP may also do very well. I think the ethnic makeup of that state kind of gives a fair shake for the PDP to compete as well.
Okay. So that's all with the North Central. So we go now to I think Southeast. Let's go to Southeast. Let's see what's going to happen there. So we'll start with Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State.
APC state.
Ebonyi State. Ebonyi, that's a southeastern state.
Yeah.
What is your take on Ebonyi State?
Ebonyi.
Ebonyi State.
Ebonyi
is an APC state. The governor is APC. It used to be in PDP, then he moved over.
Yeah.
He moved over to APC. But there's still a strong PDP presence in Ebonyi State. So, can we please mute if you're not talking? Please mute. So Demola, first of all, you think APC will win that state, or do you think they will only have a 25% vote in Ebonyi?
They will likely have 25%, but Labour is the Labour Party's to win.
I think so too. I think so. Shukpo, let me come back to you, Labour man. Hello, Shukpo.
I'm here.
Yes. What do you think about Ebonyi State? Ebonyi State.
Yeah. So
state.
Ebonyi is one of the southeastern states that is not an APGA stronghold. The governor actually is APC, I think, Dave Umahi.
Yeah.
And he crossed over from the PDP. There's a strong PDP presence. I think, so let me start this way. I don't think PDP is going to do well. Largely
in Ebonyi State.
In Ebonyi, no. Largely because of Atiku being the presidential candidate, because that should have been zoned to the southeast. Now that leaves Labour and APC.
Yeah.
I think the way people will vote at the state level is quite different from how they will vote when it comes to the presidential elections. Where you have parties where you have APGA, you have APC, you have PDP. In Ebonyi, I think probably there is a strong opportunity for Asiwaju to do very well, but I think Labour is probably going to do better.
Right. Okay. Spare me now. Okay. So you think it's between Peter Obi and APC in Ebonyi?
That's my strong sense.
Yeah. That's what I think too. Demola said the same thing. Olaitan, what's your take? Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. My take in Ebonyi is APC might win that seat because of the influence of the governor, the incumbent governor, and some guys that deflected from PDP to APC because of him, right? So they will have strong influence there, followed by Labour Party, and nothing for PDP. I think that is my own take, and I'm open to correction.
Yeah, I don't think APC will win. I think APC will likely have at least 25%. If they are lucky. I think Peter Obi will have the Labour Party will clear the votes there. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to Anambra State. That's where Peter Obi is from. So basically, I think Peter Obi, the votes there will be between Peter Obi and APGA. So, and I think Peter Obi will likely have a stronger hand or an upper hand. So, and then upper will clear the rest. But I don't see anything there for APC or for PDP. They might have maybe 5%, 10%, but that's my opinion. I don't think they will have more than that.
Yes.
Demola, what do you think? You've been very silent.
Anambra to me is a landslide for Obi. APGA is not interested in the presidential election. Yeah. They don't have a presidential candidate that is worth voting for.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, for people in Anambra, Obi is having all the vote, if not 90%.
Okay. Lighton, on mute, please.
Obi will win landslide because they will close their eyes and vote for Obi en masse. So nothing for anybody over there in Anambra.
What's your take?
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be an Obi landslide. APGA is not interested in, at the presidential level. I think a lot of their voters will cross over to Labour to vote.
Okay. What do we think about Enugu State, which is another southeastern state?
Enugu belong to Obi.
It's a PDP state right now.
Yeah.
It's PDP for this presidential election, for leadership, they may have impact. For presidential election, it's a slide for Obi. I don't think that we have 25% in Enugu.
Okay. Lighter. We can't hear you.
You are muted.
In all these eastern states, for the remaining eastern states in Enugu, Imo, and Abia, forget about other candidates except Obi.
Imo State is an APC state with an APC governor.
But the people now, they want to be the Igbos. It's Obi they want. They don't want to hear anybody except Obi.
Okay, so we are just safe to just give Enugu.
I think all the 5 southeastern states, Ebonyi, Enugu, Anambra, Imo, and Abia, I think will be strong Labour.
Well, do you guys think that APC will have 25% in Imo State?
APC we have 25%.
APC we have 25%.
Probably Imo and Ebonyi.
Imo and Ebonyi.
Yeah, they will have 25%. That's what I think. Yeah.
There's no way APC will have.
Yeah. Sorry, Demola, did you say? Sorry.
Ebonyi.
Yeah.
And Imo. Yeah. APC will have 25%.
Yeah, because I know that in Imo State, their current governor was a Supreme Court governor because he lost the election and then the Supreme Court reinstated him. I don't think he actually has any weight, but as an APC state, we just have to let's just assume, that being an, it's an APC state that APC will have at least 25%. So that's all there for Southeast. So let's go to Northeast. Let's go to Northeast, which contains another 6 states. So go there now. One moment. So Northeast consists of Borno, Yobe, Gombe, Taraba, and Adamawa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's start from Borno State.
What about Bauchi?
And Bauchi is there. Borno, Yobe, Bauchi, Gombe, Taraba.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
Okay. So now, who do we think we take that state? Who do we think?
All the states in the will be shared between APC and.
Let's start from Borno. So let's say Borno and Yobe State.
Borno and Yobe State. Yeah. There is for APC because of the influence of the APC vice presidential candidate.
Okay, that's Shetima.
Yes, Shetima.
So will BDP have, make some inroad? Will they have 25%? Will Labour have?
Oh, definitely. APC, PDP will have 25%. Definitely, they will have 25% in the 2 states. Right. Borno and Yobe, yes.
Okay, Demola, what do you think?
Borno and
Yobe State, those 2 states.
Yeah, APC will win the 2 states.
Okay. So what about PDP? Will they have 25% in each of these 2 states?
Yeah, they will.
Okay. What about Labour Party?
I don't see any part for Labour Party there.
Okay. Shukwa, what do you think?
I think Borno is a strong APC, and the vice presidential candidate coming from there, I think, will give the APC. I think I wouldn't say landslide, but it will be difficult even for PDP. I think to get up to 25% in Borno.
Okay, now let's look at Bauchi, Gombe. I think Bauchi is a PDP state at the moment. Their governor's PDP. Gombe, I think Gombe too is PDP.
It's APC.
APC.
Gombe
right.
is APC. Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at Taraba is PDP and Adamawa is PDP. I think it's Adamawa PDP. Yeah. So
Adamawa and Taraba are both PDP.
Adamawa, Taraba, and Bauchi.
And Bauchi are PDP.
Those three states, I think it's reasonable to assume that PDP will clear them.
Actually,
don't
rule out APC in Adamawa, because Adamawa is actually a state I've been kind of monitoring, and there have been many reports actually, despite being Atiku's home state, there is a lot of opposition to his candidacy, even in Adamawa.
Right. So, okay, so let's say Bauchi, for example, we know Bauchi is for PDP. Do we think APC or Labour will have 25%?
So,
in Bauchi, I think APC will have more than 25% in Bauchi state.
Why?
Because of the influence of the this guy. I forgot. Let me quickly remember his name from Bauchi, and not only that, underground work going on that I heard over the weekend. Right, that there is amalgamation and series of alignments in Bauchi state, Bauchi, Sokoto, and all these things going on for APC. I think APC will spring surprise.
Okay,
to my mind.
I think that's very speculative. I don't. Okay, Demola, what do you think?
For Bauchi, let me put it this way: Bono and Yobe, APC will win that.
Okay.
Adamawa, I don't think APC will make 25 in Adamawa. It's really Atiku, and they will vote it en masse. They will debar APC from having 5% there. But Taraba, Gombe, and Bauchi, APC will win, but APC will have 25%.
Okay, in the Taraba, okay, you mean, okay. So what about Gombe State? Guys, Shupo.
So Gombe is an APC state.
Okay.
I think Ashwaju will do very well. I think likely also, being close to Adamawa, there's likely going to be a good showing for for PDP. For those northeastern states, I think the only places where there has been a lot of engagement for Labour actually has been Bauchi, compared to and also Adamawa, not as much in Gombe. Not very strong, areas. I think if Labour is probably going to do well in that region, it likely might be partly in Bauchi and partly in Adamawa. But Gombe, I think, is a strong APC.
Okay. Demola, what do you think? Lighter, what are your opinions on Gombe?
Me on Gombe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the Gombe APC will spring surprise with what I heard, though.
But right now they have an APC governor.
Yes, APC will spring surprise, and everything with what I heard that they are doing at the moment, which I want to tell you off camera. But I believe APC will spring surprise there. Nothing for PDP and the.
You mean nothing for PDP in Gombe State?
Nothing. That is what I heard.
Gombe, I believe I think we have 25% in Gombe.
I think so too. So yeah.
Okay.
So that's all for Northeast. Now let's go to Southeast. I think, yeah.
South.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the last zone now. So South. And then we now count the votes. So South, we start from Edo State. So
Hello?
the South State. Let me change to let me. Okay, so South we have Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Cross River. This is a very interesting zone because there's a lot of interest involved here. So let's start with Edo State. I'm going to start with you, Shupo. Edo State traditionally is split down the middle. It's always 50-50 between APC and PDP. So we don't know whether Labour will make any inroad, but there's a lot of, well-traveled people. There's a lot of social media generation there. Do you think this is going to be a three-way, voting block, or do you think it's just between PDP and APC?
I think it's actually going to be a strong Labour, and I'll tell you exactly why.
Okay.
So Edo is currently a PDP state. It's also the state where the former APC, former governor was APC, Adams Oshiomhole. And if I look at a lot of what has been coming out of Edo recently, there's been a lot of people aren't really very happy with most of the APC leaders. And it doesn't also seem like there's a lot of support at the national level for PDP, again, because it is Atiku on the ticket. So a lot of the voting bloc, I think, that may have gone PDP, I think will actually vote very highly Labour. That state also has a huge number of younger people. I think if we categorize from the 18 to the 49 year old block. So to be very honest, at the state level, it will be a real fight between those two leading parties, APC and PDP. But at the national level, I think the Labour Party is probably going to win. Now, PDP and APC likely may also get 25%. So margins, I don't think is going to be, if Labour Party ever wins, I don't think it's going to be like a landslide. I think it's also going to be very close.
Okay. Liza.
Yeah, in Edo, with the influence of Adam Oshiomhole, all these guys there, the big wigs, I think APC my spring surprise. Not that they will win, but slightly followed by Labour Party. And nothing for PDP. No, the PDP is the governor there. The PDP governor is a governor. I mean, the governor in that state is PDP. But these are the people who have made up their mind that they don't want Hausa Fulani again to rule them. So from the filler, that is what is. I mean, that is what is going to happen.
I think that.
If I may come in.
Yeah, Demola, before you talk, Demola, I think that the governor being PDP, I think PDP, if it doesn't win, will at least have 25%.
PDP will have 25%.
That's what I think. I think Labour will show well. I'm not sure whether Labour will have 25%. I think they will do well, but I'm not sure. Demola, what's your opinion?
Yeah, the governor is still there. But one thing about the governor is, I don't say it's a three-way it's a three-way battle. Labour have a very strong presence in Edo State, and the governor will have been PDP will have a good influence with the governor, but the problem of the G5. Because G5 is the backbone of the support for the governor. And because the governor are not supporting the northern candidate, I don't think Edo is interested in the northern candidate for presidency. So the PDP may not have a good showing, even though we have Igbinedam also, the big wigs. There are some big wigs of party big wigs in Edo State, but they are not looking at the party. The presidency going to the north again, and that is where Oshiomhole have an edge, because the fight is still between Oshiomhole and the governor, because the crisis that is still there. But because Oshiomhole is also on the ballot, especially with the senatorial as a senatorial candidate as well. So it's really, I believe, it's between Labour Party and APC.
Right.
I don't know if the two may have 25% each, but it will be split a lot.
Okay, so we don't think PDP can have 25%.
The PDP may still have 25%. I think
they may have 25%, but no.
Do we think they will have 25%?
They will have 25%.
Right.
But they might not that they will win.
Okay. Okay, let's go to Delta State. Delta. And I think traditionally it should be between APC and PDP. Traditionally, I'm not sure whether Obi's influence will affect the votes. It may, but I'm not sure, because the vice president of the PDP is actually from Delta. So
who is extremely unpopular actually for accepting that vice presidential slot. So that plays a very strong factor.
So do we think, first of all,
with the APC campaign I saw in Delta State, with the APC, I mean, it's as if they came to, I mean, the campaign I saw, it can be compared to a Ibadan campaign. Everywhere, nowhere to park. I sent it to the forum. The people are just too many. Just come and see the scenes of it. So I believe with the impact of these guys there, I mean, all these people in Delta State, APC might spend surprise.
In Delta.
That is my take.
Okay. So what about, do you think PDP will have 25% and will Labour, what will Labour have?
Labour will have 25%, PDP will have 25%, but APC will win that state.
Okay. Demola?
Yes, because APC will win the state, even despite there are two things that is working against the governor. One is that, the election was even won by the APC before the court swapped it for them and for PDP. And APC was very strong. We want to have that. Even the government, I believe that APC will even win that election for the governor in that state. That presidency is as a betrayal of the South. And that has not worked well with Okowa. And
so you think PDP is not likely to have 25%, no?
I don't think that we may even have 25% in Delta State.
Okay.
No.
Let's give it to Labour then. I think it should be that vote then go to Labour. So it means it's strictly between APC and Labour Party. Yeah. Bayelsa State, I think it's a strong PDP state, but I think APC also have because the last
don't forget in Bayelsa State,
the last election was won by actually APC.
APC, it was, that is what I wanted to say. Don't forget that last election was won by APC, but due to the certificate for G of the deputy governor, so APC would make mark.
Okay, so
let's say they would make a big mark.
Okay, then now this is 5%. Okay, in Bayelsa, and I think that the PDP too will have 25%.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So what do you think, Chukwan Demola? Bayelsa State.
Yeah, Bayelsa State is between the APC and PDP. The two of them will have 25%. APC may have an edge, but I don't see Labour having 25% there.
Why will Labour not have 25%? I'm asking. I mean, because I see Bayelsa actually as Bayelsa and Akwa Ibom. I served in River State, actually. I know that region very, very well. I still have friends there that I actually communicate with on a regular basis. So I'm very, very familiar with what's happening. And that's why I'm asking. Because when you say APC and PDP, okay, because I think let's not confuse state voting with how people will vote when it comes to the presidential election. I think if there's anything that I have observed in this election, is that people are going to vote very differently. This is the first election in Nigeria where people are saying, I'm a member of the PDP or I'm a member of APC, but at the national level for the president, I'm not going to vote for my party.
Okay, so we are going to come, actually, we are going to do the seventh region is the social media region. That's the one we are going to do last. So, but in this instance, the reason why I think Bayelsa is between APC and PDP is because, first of all, they have a sitting PDP governor who has supported Atiku Abubakar. And number two is that the election that brought him in was actually won by APC.
Yes, no.
PDP, I mean, but the Supreme Court, because of technicality.
Okay, so but when was the election?
That was about maybe 3 years ago.
There was no Labour Party.
Then yes,
so
that's
we
right.
cannot use that as a way to determine how this election is going to go. We can't. We have to look at the demographics and where things are leaning. And I served in River State, and I have friends across that region. I still talk to them. I can tell you categorically that region has a high population of young people. Okay. And a lot of them are Labour voters.
Okay, let's assume.
That I can tell you. Okay. So when we are saying APC, PDP, that's why I'm challenging why. What is the basis of that analysis? Because
yes.
What I know.
Let me explain the basis of that analogy, even if you care to listen. Historical antecedent. Yes, that party wasn't the president at that time, but that is one of the things that work even against the Labour Party, because the structure is still not there. Even though people Labour, they have a good showing, they will not have 25% there. Nobody said they will not have vote, but they will not have 25% because of the structure that is not.
Okay. Let me bust our bubbles, because there are certain assumptions I think that we are making that is not going to play out in this election. This mindset of delivering votes and structure is not going to be as effective as it used to be in this particular election. And the reason I'm saying that is because people are going to show up at the polls. They are going to get validated. Even if they've collected money from party people, they are going to collect their ballot and they're going to vote their conscience. That's what's going to happen in this election.
Look, party, we are not talking about money election now. We are talking about.
I'm just saying, even because if we are saying that Labour Party, when it didn't used to be there, but that's even not going to work against them. I'm telling you, I sat in River State. And I have friends in that region.
Okay. For the sake of argument, let's agree that Bayelsa State that Labour will have at least 25%. Let's agree. So
I'm telling you, they will have more than 25%.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so we agree. River State, that's
by fire by force.
River State. Okay, so that's Wicked State. So my opinion is that. I don't know what is going to happen.
In River State, Wike has directed all the people, right? All the government officials, everybody, all the commissioner, all the assistants, everybody, you should go and vote for APC.
When did you hear that?
In the presidential election, vote for the APC. But not the other election. Vote for your candidates. That was what he said.
Okay.
Expressly said, stated.
So, two things.
Okay, yes, you can continue.
That have about River State. Actually, what I hear is that Governor Wike, for his state, has actually done fairly well. He's developed the state. He's built a lot of infrastructure. He's done what a good governor largely should do. If you watch him, I think at a certain time he was considering going straight for APC. I don't know why he didn't say much publicly, but I know that there have been conversations behind closed doors. He has also been courting Obi. I actually think that Ashiwaju would, I think for Rivers State, PDP, if they have 25%, it would be a lucky day for them. For Atiku, I don't think Rivers is going to come out strong. I think APC actually is going to do a lot better. Between APC and Labour, I think one of them is going to actually carry the day. For a lot of the parties,
in Rivers State, you mean?
In Rivers State,
yes.
I think for a lot of wicked loyalists may actually go APC. But for the young people, I think a lot of them will go Labour.
I think so too. I think so. Demola?
This is where I agree with the people.
You don't have any choice now.
No. It's reality. It's reality. This is real.
Okay.
For Rivers, Wike has not come out openly because people was asking question why he didn't come out. He can't come out openly because he doesn't want it to affect the other ballot the other downward, especially membership and everything. But it's surely solidly behind Tinubu's candidacy.
Okay.
So for him, it's Tinubu. And he will do everything to make sure that Atiku doesn't have 25%.
Yes. I believe that too.
Okay, let's go. Let's move ahead. And Demola, sorry to cut you short because of time. Sorry, spend so much time. Cross River State, that is the state of Udom Emmanuel. It's a PDP state, but there are some heavyweights there like Akpabio and a few other heavyweights. So, Larito, what
yes,
will happen there?
Yeah, with the influence of Akpabio and all these guys, I think they will make an impact. APC will score more than 50%.
I don't think so. I think they will make 25%, but 50, more than 50, I don't think so. But
yeah. They will make APC will make impact. They will have 25 above percent. So in Akwa Ibom, it's APC states. So APC will coast home to victory in Akwa Ibom State too.
Okay. So, Demola, Akwa Ibom and Cross River.
They are APC. Look, Cross River will be APC. We have more than 50%. But Labour and Labour is one other thing. May even have more votes than PDP there.
In where?
In Akwa Ibom.
Okay, I think we go one by one. Okay. Well, let's take Cross River first. Cross River State.
It will be APC and Labour.
Cross River has a PDP governor.
Yeah.
It's a PDP state.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what you mean by...
It's a PDP state.
The fact that it's a PDP state, that doesn't mean that the governors are going to support it.
Hold on. I think I got it wrong. I think Akwa Ibom is the PDP state. So in Cross
River is APC.
It's APC.
Akwa Ibom is PDP.
Yeah, Cross River is APC. So with that, I think APC will have at least 25%, I think.
We win with not 25%. We have more than 50% in there.
Okay. What do you think PDP and Labour Party will score in Cross River?
For Cross River, Labour Party is likely to have 25%. I'm not sure of PDP.
Okay. Shukwa, what do you think?
I think Labour is going to do well.
In Cross River.
Yes, they will.
So you guys, I think PDP will likely have some ground. I think PDP will make about 25% in Cross River. I don't think, because their governor crossover from PDP to APC.
Yes, they might make an PDP might have some, but not that the PDP cannot win the two states. That is, I'm sure. Yes.
Then Akwa Ibom is a purely
PDP.
Akwa Ibom is a PDP state.
So PDP will win that state.
Okay.
But Labour will win. APC will have 35%. I don't think Labour is having.
And Akwa Ibom. Okay, I think the three of them will share it. I think they will have. Okay, so just duplicate. So I think Labour will have a ground there, and APC will also have a ground there.
In 36 states, already APC they have 25% in 36 states. We thought I've counted here.
So now there's something I call the unknown factor.
Okay.
Which I think will be the social media factor. So I think we need to just talk about this as well. So now, based on what is going on social media, if we base all our diagnosis on that, who do you think is likely to win? Let me start with you, Shupo.
All right. Well, thank you very much. For me, I don't separate the social media from the reality.
Okay.
And it's because it's people that make up the social media. And those people are from the various communities that are going to be voting. And when I look at the data, 40% of the 93 million eligible and registered voters are aged 18 to 34.
Okay.
Another 35% are aged between 35 and 49. So if you combine those two voting blocks together from 18 to 49, that is how much? That is 75% of the voting block. 75%. Now, middle-aged is likely not going to go heavily for Obi. I think there's a lot of ground there, particularly for somebody like Asiwaju, because of the bridges that he has built. I think putting a party together within a short period of time is not something that a lot of people have done. I think Asiwaju is probably one of the few people that has been able to do it successfully. So he's been able to build bridges. I think in that voting block, that 35 to 49, he's going to get a significant part of it. Probably about 60, probably to 70. The remaining piece will be a fight, particularly between PDP and Labour Party. However, I think within the youth, the 18 to 34, which the number is 37 million. But that 37 million, 26 million of them are students. That group, I believe, is going to vote very, very heavily in the regions of 70 to 80% for Peter Obi. Now, I may not be able to place them in each individual state, but obviously they make up the population. So that may mean that Labour Party may do very, very well in certain states and may not be able to have the coverage across the states as required to be able to win handfully in the first ballot. But I think the Labour Party is going to do very, very well in this election.
Okay. So, Demola, if we base all our analysis on social media, who do you think will win?
Just like Shupo advice, if we look at all the analysis of social media, virtual voters, Obi will have a landslide. There is no any other contenders. But in reality, as we have actually displayed and obviously even agree for himself, reality is different from virtual. Obi cannot have it both ways. He's able to have it online, but he can't have it because of the structures.
Lighton, what's your take?
Yeah. When you are talking about the media propagation, media hypes, media vibes, that Obi will win. But it's different from people who are going to vote. People who will be going to the polling center that day. Majority of these people they will be reading newspaper in their living room on that day. Don't mind them. They are just out, right, to play a mini jobber, right? How many jobs? They are just making noise.
Okay.
They are not going to go there to go and vote that day. Those people who are voting, they are these women. They are all these old people in the villages. They will queue, they will vote, and they will vote APC that day. Mark my word. Obi is paper tiger. That day you will see the outcome of the result. Mark my word.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, so from what if we look, if you are still looking at my screen, what I can see here is APC or Jagaban is likely to, at least from our analysis, to have 25% in 7 plus 12.
36 states.
No, not 36. The 7 plus 12 is 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29, 30, 31, 32.
32, okay, 32 states.
So
okay.
Jagaban is likely to have 25% in at least 36 states, while this will be followed by Atiku Abubakar with 7, 9, 10,
15,
14, 15, 16, 17, 19 states.
19 states, okay.
So, meanwhile, Labour Party, Peter Obi will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
15.
It's very good for somebody who's just taking over a party that has
landmark victory.
Yeah. And if the surprising thing is that if the social media shows up to vote, I think Obi might win the election. If the social media, because he's the only one who owns that social media platform. If they do show up, Obi will win. Obi will win. But are they going to show up? That's what we're going to find out next Saturday when Nigerians go to the poll. So, gentlemen, I really thank you for your time. You've been very wonderful in your analysis. And thank you so much for, making out the time. Let me thank you, Mr. Olalawal from Canada. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
And Mr. Olaitan Adedigba, all the way from America. Thank you for coming in today.
It's my pleasure being around today.
And last but not the least, Mr. Ademola Disa, who's in England. Thank you for coming in today.
Always very happy to be here.
And for all our viewers, thank you for viewing. Please share this video to all, with all your friends, so that and then encourage them to also subscribe so that when we do our next video, you'll be one of the first people to know about it. Next Sunday, what we are going to do is we are going to analyze the result of the election, and we'll let you know why whoever has won. We're going to analyze everything, and then we're going to let you see why some of these things we are talking about came to pass. So thank you everyone for viewing. Have a lovely day. We'll see you again by the grace of God. We'll see you again next week Sunday.